On down to Fast Copy Print Center, 81 Broad Street in Keyport, New Jersey, or just call at 732-739-4646. No job is too big and satisfaction is guaranteed. Tell them Damage 365 sent you.
This is Soraya Knight, and you are listening to Damage 365 Radio. You want to play with me, boy?
What's going on, people? This is the King of Chaos, Logan Black, and you can catch me every Thursday night along with the boss man, Warriors of Wrestling's own Joey B, as we do our live Facebook Q&As on Facebook Live. Feel free to hop on in with any questions, comments, just about anything that pops into your head, and we're going to talk about it. We've got our own segments, we've got our own things to talk about every week, including what's pissing Joey off today. That's right, check us out on Facebook Live or right after the show. Damage 365 Radio Network. Check us out on there. It's posted. You can listen to it at any point that you want. I suggest listening to it sooner than later. Trust me, you've got nothing better to do. That's Thursday nights, 10 o'clock, Facebook Live, or right afterwards on the Damage 365 Radio Network.
Animals, come out and play. This is Nyla Rose and Native Beast, and you're listening to Damage 365 Radio.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and we have an additional seat pulled up to the big boy table. RDP, Richie DeGreg, welcome to the show again.
Straight from Springville.
Fresh off his bus ride from work.
Yep.
All right, so let's
ready for his big weekend.
Let's get. We're not talking about that fucking thing. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, you got the convention down in the Philly area. Icons of Wrestling. Richie will be down there with Mean Gene Okerlund and Victoria. So
yeah.
He's hoping that they have a nice draw and makes some money this weekend, pay for that rental car and that day off from work.
Yeah, the rental car. I got plenty of days off, so I'm not worried about that.
So
who do you have coming in, Rich? Gene and who?
Victoria.
That's Gene and Victoria.
Okay.
Look, enough with the fucking Brooks shit.
Oh my god.
Damn.
I need to do these round tables more often. Anyway.
I'd say we called Dylan Hines.
Oh god, no. You're just literally you're a bag of bad ideas today.
Did anybody see the conversation I had with Dylan Hines asking him about the video of him getting slapped?
Yes, that when he said it was he got paid to do it. It was part of a show.
Yeah, like I played completely stupid. Like I had no clue who he was or anything about anything. I didn't know who was Joey B or Kevin. I played the dumb fan. And he's an idiot because if you look at my fucking page, I have pictures all over with Joey, but whatever. So I just played a dumb fan. And so like I was asking him about like the video and like what happened. And he's like, oh yeah, like it's been a big the whatever the fuck his father's last name is, and the Mortons have a big feud. But I'm like, but according to this guy, it wasn't a work. So I started tagging people until the point that he finally figured, oh shit, this guy caught me in a lie, and he fucking blocked me.
Oh, he tried to play it off as a work. Meanwhile, his father came on my show. Well, I'm sorry, his father called me and I recorded it, put it on the show, and he said flat out, he's like, yo, people are walking up to my son, just snapping him in the face, and I'm like what does that tell you about your son? I mean, Cornette himself at WrestleCade pulled him to the side and said, boy, you got more heat on you than anybody I've ever seen. So,
it was you and I, Kev, earlier. We were talking about somebody. I'm not going to bring up her name now, but, like, same thing stands for him. Like, when you have 20 people that have the same exact problem with you,
yep,
you have to realize at some point you're the problem and not those 20 people.
Yep, you're absolutely right. And, you know, I do this show, and I jump all over people, and, you know, if you're an asshole, I'm going to say it. But anybody that knows me knows that I'll work with anybody. I'll bend over backwards for people that I keep in my circle. You know, I'm always there for people when they need. And I give people the benefit of the doubt. I gave this woman the benefit of the doubt for like 6 months. And the only thing she ever did was have conversation exchanges with me on Facebook, on a DM, about she hates this one, she hates that one. She called me and she told me that Macho Man Randy Savage was a wife beater. Yeah.
Wow.
That Eric Bischoff hates fat people. She hates him because of that. Because he made a comment when someone interviewed him regarding planes that should overweight people pay more for their seat. You know, because some of them have, you can't put no. If they sit on a corner seat, sometimes you can't put somebody next to them because there's just no room. And he said, yeah, I mean, if they're taking up more than one seat, they should have to pay, you know, an additional purchase, because now that's money that the airline's not getting, which if the airline's not making their money, the flights become more money for everybody else. She spun that around into that Eric Bischoff hates fat people and they should pay more money on a plane because they're fat.
Oh, God.
This is what I'm talking about. I'm like, you are so full of hate and anger. I'm like, what is wrong with you? You know, I bought something off her husband on eBay, and, you know, everything went fine. I bought it, he shipped it, everything. And I told her, I said, I do all my feedback stuff once a month. And I do 100 purchases a month. I was like, I do it all at the end of the month. It takes me usually 2 days. And I did it. And literally, like, 2 days later, she's messaging me, oh, fucking thanks for the feedback you didn't do yet. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I had to screenshot it and show it to him. I'm like, what is your problem? She just...
Yeah, no, that lady, she's like, she's not right.
No, there's something,
I remember
she's
a while
something
ago,
wrong.
like, I remember, I know SWF gets a bad name for announcing guys, and then the guys don't show up.
Yeah.
But, I don't remember who it was, but like a while ago, there was a particular show. I want to say it was in Monroe, New Jersey, I want to say. Well, anyway, there was a show, and like, Rob had all intentions of bringing the people he said, and, before the show, Rob made an announcement. He said, look, I apologize. And he said, like, whoever wasn't going to be there, he said isn't there. He was like, if you want, I will happily give you your money back. Just go to the front door, and we'll give you your money back right now. But if you don't want that and you want to just stay, enjoy the rest of it. Like, he basically made an announcement to get your money back. Her and her husband stood, or boyfriend, whatever he is. Then she went on fucking Facebook afterwards, like, ranting, like, how much of a con artist he is, how much of a ripoff he is, how he's robbing people. The guy didn't even show up. He didn't even offer their money back. I'm like, then I was like, what are you talking about? He made an announcement and you chose to stay.
Right.
And guess what happened? Delete, block. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, this happened back in November at a big event. We went to the Warriors show, and there was a ton of people there at the Warriors show. She gets there. It's a 2-hour pre-show. She gets there an hour and a half into the pre-show. And I guess hits up a couple of tables. By the time she got everywhere else, people started getting up and they were gone. They were leaving after the pre-show. And I went home and had like 16 messages in my inbox asking me where this person was, where that person was, how come this one left, how come this one left, where were your people? But I'm like, what am I, the keeper of all? It's like,
Jesus. Who are you talking about?
Nicole Mason. What is it? Nicole Mason Gerardo, I think her name is.
Oh, that fat heifer?
Damn, Rich. We were trying not to go.
Oh, did I make an announcement? Richie's here.
That will.
How you doing, Rich? Tell how you really feel, buddy.
She bitched about Kelly,
biggest
everybody.
con artist I've ever met in my fucking life. She will show up literally to a show with one match left and try to get in for a fucking discount.
Well, I would want a discount too if there's only one match left.
Then why show up at all?
I don't know, me, I would think more she's trying to get a discount on Gimmick because the show's almost over, thinking that.
Oh, she tried everything to get discount on Gimmick. She wouldn't pay more than friggin' $10. I couldn't squeeze an extra $1 out of her if my life depended on it, no matter what the hell.
Well,
I don't think she'll be spending more money with you after she hears this.
Yeah, well, one of my other issues is I brought in Bob Orton to wherever, and I brought him to Allentown, and they went to Allentown, and she took a picture with. Wait, shut up. They took the picture, not me. They took the picture. So when I said I was bringing Bob Orton into big event, she's like, "Can I get another picture with Bob Orton?" The other one was fuzzy. I'm like, you took the picture. Why didn't you say it right there and then it was fuzzy, or let us take the picture? I'm like, why are you asking me 6 months later for another picture because the original one was fuzzy? You took 6 months to look at that picture to tell me it was fuzzy? I don't understand. It just a lot of shit between that and just the absolute anger that she spews and the hate that she spews. It's just so disgusting. And somehow it was my fault. Her husband said she's like, my husband said I should have blocked you months ago. I said, for what? I didn't do anything to you. You're the one telling me everybody you hate. You hate this one, you hate that one, this one's an asshole, this promoter's a jerk, this one hates fat people, blah blah. Yeah, I'm like, you're talking to a fat person.
Yeah, I was just going to say, no offense, Kev, but you're not that small.
Right. I'm like, you're talking to a fat guy. So, obviously, if they like me and they don't like you, fat has nothing to do with it.
What's the person's name?
Nicole Mason Gerardo, or Garado. What did you...
She tried to pull a stunt with me. He's saying we had did a signing with Justin Gabriel at the Woodbridge Mall. This is going back, I think, like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then there was nobody there literally for the last like 45 minutes. So we literally left at 4:57. This girl showed up at 4:59, asking to meet him when we were there literally from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and for 45 minutes twiddling our thumbs doing nothing.
But you probably told everybody you still made tons of money, right?
It wasn't that
I'm just kidding, Rich.
Rich, you were off before. Rich, you didn't hear part of the conversation before earlier about the Honky Tonk Man, what he said about Jake Roberts. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Wow.
Well, I would suggest not listening to anything prior to calling.
Ricky, who's Michael Schmidt?
I have no idea.
Apparently he's number one in your fan club.
Yeah.
He's looking forward to your big event in New Orleans.
He says,
it's off the chain.
He says, I'm coming to New Orleans.
It's going to be off the chain.
Got 7 row seats for WrestleMania. I wish I could attend the RDP event. Sounds like it's going to be off the chain. So I wrote, off the chain, Brooks chain? He wrote, off the chain equals great, excellent, awesome. I'm sorry, I used urban grammar, not country grammar. Let me try.
Wait, is he suggesting that we're from the country?
I guess so.
What an idiot.
Oh, you know, Spencer, I'm probably like the hardest dude here, and I think that shit sounds retarded.
Oh my God. All right, so let's get into Jeff, did you want to talk about that promoter that's bringing in Honky Tonk Man or no?
So who is bringing him where? I know Scott had him up in a beef jerky outlet and a couple other places up there. you know, which I wouldn't advise booking that guy anywhere because just the type of person he is.